That was my son saying food is on the way, and I paused the video, but it didn't continue. Anyway, blood red maple. I've got wallflowers along the side of the pond. There's sedum. Nice dandelion growing there that'll be popped out. I don't let the dandelions grow because when they reseed all over the place. So they are a nightmare. They are invasive as far as I'm concerned. I could be putting them in a pot and eating them, but I'm not that fond of them. I grew up on them. And I have a clematis along the right-hand side here. And in the back, there's my wallflowers. In the back along this fence, I have my hostas, and at the very end, I have a very tall red hollyhock. And I've got to get in and weed out underneath my rambling rose here. But those are all itty bitty tasks. And this is another Lavatera. They only live for 5 to 7 years. I got 7 years out of my last one. This one's been in the ground for a year now, I think. And in a year's time, it went from not even a gallon. It was the next size down from the gallon container. And they grow like weeds, but they're gorgeous. And the bees and the hummingbirds love them. And more azaleas that are in bloom. That is my tree ivy that my trellis holds up. And I've got roses. And over here, I've got a basket of gold that's growing. And there'll be more hosta here. And I have liatris, which is a purple gay feather flower, and more azaleas. And this is a pink azalea. And the red ones bloom pretty much at the same time. The pink ones bloom a little earlier. So things are staggered. I have to get out here and clean the bird bath again, or the fountain, which is nothing more than a bird bath. And over here, I have some rock cress that grows all over the place, and it's growing in I have a small rhododendron here that is it's a pygmy rhododendron, and it blooms in a kind of a pale purple, lavender kind of color. And my gorgeous, this is a variegated pyrrhus, and it is positively gorgeous. This is how the new growth comes out. And when the new growth starts to turn green, and kind of a green and yellow, I clip it down so that it doesn't get too terribly tall, because I do have rhododendrons in here. There is a white one that is blossoming up, and then behind the Japanese pyrrhus, I have a hot red one. And my viburnums are going past now. They flower all winter long. And then on the pergola with the swings, that is all jasmine, and it will smell amazing later on. But I'll show off the variegated leaves on the Japanese pyrrhus. I have regular ones, and I have the one that's variegated. And the one that's variegated doesn't flower as profusely as the regular ones, but I like the color of the leaves. And another azalea. Behind that is a hydrangea. At the end of the path there, I have a pink dogwood. And over there, try and zoom in here. Over there, my lilacs are blooming. And those lilacs have traveled around a lot. There's my parrot that my son sent me. And in here I've got kind of a conglomeration of stuff. I've got the red crocosema. I've got a purple iris there. I've got some yellow-eyed bluegrass. I can never get it straight, but anyway, and hostas, and there's also some euthanasia, and down there I've got the white iberis and pink iberis. The white iberis blooms first, the pink iberis blooms later. And these trees here, those are burning bushes. And the burning bushes will come along in the fall and give the yard the red color in the fall. I guess I'm partial to red. I'm a fire sign, so probably why. And then I just took out the second hosta that was here where the barrel is, because we have to repair, I think, the connection there to my shed. But we also have another red maple and more azaleas. Back here is another little sitting area, and the lilacs are blooming back here as well. These are a lighter color. The ones on the other side are the deeper color. And a couple more pyrrhus. I have a panicle hydrangea, which is just starting to leaf up. I don't cut it all the way back. I let it go off of the old wood. But it blooms too. Some more gay feathers and another hellebore. And this is a white dogwood. And this blooms after my other dogwood, which is up there. And that one is just starting to blossom up. I can see it at the very tippity top. I can see some white blossoms up there. I have a friend that's coming on the 9th and 10th to take pictures of the yard. She got a professional camera, so I'm anxious to see how a real professional camera will come out with the pictures. And along the fence there, I've got arborvitae, there's a holly, there's forsythia, and this is a bronze 9-bark. These are evergreen red roses that are just kind of generic. And the bell that you heard is my son saying, Taco Bell is here. He went to get Taco Bell. Oh, and I see my Solomon seal here in the corner is blooming. Let's see if I can pan in on that. Isn't that pretty? I planted that quite a few years ago. And there's a climbing hydrangea on the fence there, which has never bloomed. It doesn't get enough sun to bloom, but it turns green. And in here I have ferns and columbine and some Japanese anemones. Back here I've got some salaberries, more ferns, a princess spirea. And I am going to go in and have Taco Bell. And these are the transplants that I divided the other day from over by the shed, my hostas. And they're doing well. They're popping up. So over and over and out from Lynn's Garden in Port Orchard, Washington. And this will be a purple Japonica clematis. Bye now.